What if I told you that there are people out there trying to pitch rental cars for DoorDash purposes? I don't think I should have to go into too much into saying this, but I will just say it anyway. You should never, ever, ever do a rental car to deliver DoorDash. You just shouldn't. And the offer that I'm responding to here specifically offers a rental car for $400 per week. Now, I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to understand why this is a very bad idea. $400 a week in most markets, you're not going to be able to make that money back necessarily. Particularly, you can't do it in my market, which again is a small town, ex-urban, Twin Cities market. So $400 a week, you'd be owing more money than you get in revenue, and you have to figure out a way to come up with that difference every week. The other thing I will say is this. Insurance can get tricky in these situations. I don't think, unless you're renting from an established company like a Hertz or Enterprise or somebody like that, they will have insurance included in those particular scenarios. So, well, that said, the math doesn't math on this one. Do not rent a car to deliver DoorDash. And also, I've mentioned this in previous videos. If you don't do it with an established company, you're likely not going to be covered in the event of an accident. So if you get yourself into an accident, your personal insurance policy is not going to cover the cost, because it is a violation of most insurance policies to use your vehicle to deliver for DoorDash in a rental car. Now, if you do it with your own vehicle that you actually already own, a little bit of a different scenario. But rental cars, in Minnesota in particular, your personal insurance coverage does extend to rental cars, but using it to deliver food is a violation of most rental contracts. And also a violation of most. Correspondingly, is a violation of most insurance policy terms of services by extension. You will not be covered by your own insurance if you use a rental car off of a non-established company's rental car program for DoorDash purposes. There are purposes where DoorDash does have a relationship with like Hertz or somebody like that. That's a little bit different, but even then the math doesn't add up. You're not going to make your money back, and you're still not going to make enough of a profit to live off of. Now, I will say this much. If you do this, all of my previous videos about vehicle expenses, the calculus does get different, because you're already paying for this out of your pocket, and your mileage and your depreciation and things like that on somebody else's car. With that said, deferred maintenance, a little bit different. You're still going to be responsible for, usually for oil changes and things like that on a rental car, unless it's through an established rental car company, in which case they definitely are going to be responsible for the deferred maintenance. If you do it off, Facebook Marketplace or something like that, no. You're still going to be responsible for the deferred maintenance. You're not going to be responsible for depreciation, but you are going to be responsible for deferred maintenance, gasoline, insurance, not depreciation. You're not going to also be you will still be responsible for your own insurance, but again, that policy is not going to cover you in the case of an accident. So again, if you see these Facebook Marketplace ads advertising, $400 a week to rent a car for DoorDash, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. It's not worth it. You cannot possibly make enough money to pay for this and also pay for your personal living expenses above and beyond what you're paying these, honestly, scammers or grifters, I should say, for this vehicle. So unless it's through a like hurts, or it's like a DoorDash has a relationship with somebody, with an established rental car company, a national one preferably, don't do it. Just don't. This is a response to a specific thread, but I will definitely share this on the pages overall as a whole. So again, do not rent a car to deliver DoorDash. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Even if you legally could do it through like Hertz or somebody like that, the economics just do not work out in your favor in any form or situation. You know, if you really need the money, go to a McDonald's, put an application there instead. Go get that W-2 job, even if it's fast food. If you need that money that bad, then that's my personal suggestion. I'll leave it at that for now. You folks, I'll see you next time. Peace out, homies.